POV, you wake up tomorrow. Nothing looks different. Your bank account hasn't magically doubled. Your salary is exactly the same. Your rent is still due. The bills are still waiting. The alarm clock still rings. Life hasn't become easier overnight. But today, you're only one financial decision away from becoming rich. Not because you'll win the lottery. Not because a millionaire will suddenly mentor you. Not because some secret investment will make you wealthy overnight. But because history has shown something most people never notice. The biggest financial transformations don't begin with millions of dollars. They begin with one decision, repeated over and over again. So let me ask you something. What if the biggest thing keeping you poor isn't your paycheck? What if it isn't inflation? What if it isn't your job? What if it's one habit, one purchase, one belief, one opportunity you've ignored for years? And what if changing just one financial decision could completely redirect the next decade of your life? Stay until the end, because the final decision might be the one that changes your future forever. Part 1. Why most people never become rich. Here's the truth. Most people don't stay broke because they don't earn enough. They stay broke because every time they earn more, they spend more. It's called lifestyle inflation. Imagine getting a promotion. Your income increases by 30%. For a few weeks, you're excited. Then something strange happens. You upgrade your phone, move into a more expensive apartment, finance a newer car, start ordering food instead of cooking, book vacations you couldn't afford before. A few months later, you somehow feel just as broke as before. Sound familiar? That's because your lifestyle grew faster than your wealth. Money came in, but it never stayed. Consumer culture encourages this every single day. Advertisements don't sell products. They sell identities. Buy this watch. You'll look successful. Buy this car. People will respect you. Wear these clothes. You'll finally fit in. But here's what nobody tells you. Most rich-looking people aren't actually rich. Many are simply financing a lifestyle. Behind the luxury car is a loan. Behind the designer clothes is credit card debt. Behind the vacation photos is financial stress. Social media makes this even worse. You scroll through your feed. Someone bought a new house. Another friend is on vacation. Someone else just bought the newest smartphone. Without realizing it, you start comparing your everyday life to everyone else's highlight reel. Comparison creates pressure. Pressure creates emotional spending. And emotional spending quietly destroys wealth. Then comes debt. Debt feels harmless at first. Just one payment. Only a small monthly fee. Until one payment becomes 10. Now your future income already belongs to yesterday's decisions. Most people think they're buying freedom. They're actually borrowing tomorrow. And that's why they never build wealth. Because every dollar is already committed before it even arrives. But here's where everything changes. Part 2. The one decision that creates wealth. Imagine receiving your next paycheck. Most people ask, what do I want to buy? Wealth builders ask a different question. What asset can I buy? That single question changes everything. Assets are things that put money into your pocket. Liabilities take money out. A stock that pays dividend. An index fund growing over time. A small online business. Rental property. A valuable skill that increases your income. These are assets. The latest phone, a luxury handbag, expensive shoes. They're enjoyable, but they rarely make you richer. Now imagine two friends. Both earn exactly the same salary. One spends first, and invests whatever is left. Usually, nothing. The other invests first, then spends what's left. 5 years later, their incomes are still identical, but their financial lives are completely different. Why? Because investing isn't about how much money you have. It's about the order in which you use it. This is delayed gratification. The ability to sacrifice today's pleasure for tomorrow's freedom. And that's one of the strongest predictors of long-term financial success. Most people chase immediate happiness. Wealthy people chase lasting freedom. Then something incredible begins to happen. Compound growth. Money starts earning money, and then that money earns even more money. At first, it feels slow, painfully slow, but eventually, the snowball becomes an avalanche. Part 3. The psychology behind rich people. Here's something surprising. Rich people don't necessarily work harder. Many people work incredibly hard. Construction workers, nurses, teachers, delivery drivers. Effort alone doesn't create wealth. Ownership does. Most people focus on earning. Wealthy people focus on owning. Owning businesses, owning shares of companies, owning intellectual property, owning valuable skills, owning real estate. Think about it. When you buy stock, you're becoming a tiny owner of a business. When that business grows, you grow. When you create digital products, books, courses, software, videos, music, you're creating assets that can continue producing income long after the work is finished. That's a completely different mindset. Poor thinking asks, how can I make more money this month? Wealth thinking asks, how can I build something that continues making money even when I'm asleep? This doesn't happen overnight. It starts with learning. Skills become income. Income buys assets. Assets create cash flow. Cash flow buys freedom. That's the cycle. Not luck, not magic, just ownership. Part 4, the invisible cost of bad decision. Now let's fast forward 10 years. Imagine someone spends an extra $400 every month upgrading their lifestyle. New gadget, luxury brands, expensive nights out, things that lose value almost immediately. Now imagine another person invests that same amount consistently, month after month, year after year. The first person collects memory, the second collects ownership. 10 years later, the difference isn't just thousands of dollars, it can be tens or even hundreds of thousands, depending on investment performance. That's the invisible cost. Bad financial decisions don't hurt immediately, they quietly steal your future. Imagine buying a luxury car that's worth significantly less a few years later. Now imagine using that same money to start a business, learn a high-income skill, or invest consistently. One decision creates expenses, the other creates opportunities. The scary part, most people never notice the difference until it's too late. Because bad financial decisions feel good today, good financial decisions usually feel uncomfortable today, but rewarding later. Part 5, the financial decision that changes everything. So, what's the one financial decision? It isn't make more money. That's important, but it's incomplete. The real decision is this: start making your money work for you. Every dollar should have a job. Some dollars pay today's bills. Some dollars buy tomorrow's freedom. Invest consistently. Learn valuable skills. Build additional income streams. Avoid increasing your lifestyle every time your income grows. The goal isn't looking rich. It's becoming financially secure. Because appearances don't pay bills. Assets do. Income helps. Ownership transforms lives. Imagine your salary disappearing tomorrow. Would your investments continue growing? Would your business still generate sales? Would royalties still arrive? Would rental income continue? If the answer is no, then your money is still depending entirely on your time. True wealth breaks that connection. Part 6, imagine two versions of yourself. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine two versions of you. Version A. Every raise becomes a bigger lifestyle. Every bonus becomes another shopping spree. Every weekend becomes another expensive escape. 5 years pass. Nothing changes. The paycheck is still necessary. Financial anxiety still exists. Freedom still feels far away. Now imagine version B. The same person. The same starting salary. The same challenges, but different decisions. Every month, a portion goes into investments. Time is spent learning new skills. Small businesses are explored. Books replace endless scrolling. Assets slowly replace liabilities. 5 years later, the alarm clock doesn't feel like a prison. Unexpected bills aren't emergencies. Opportunities appear because money is available. Stress decreases. Confidence grows. Freedom begins. The distance between these two lives wasn't created in one day. It was created one decision at a time. One investment. One lesson. One habit. Repeated consistently. Part 7, final lesson. Every millionaire once stood exactly where you are today. Confused, overwhelmed, wondering if financial freedom was even possible. The difference wasn't intelligence. It wasn't luck. It wasn't perfect timing. It wasn't secret knowledge. It was one financial decision, repeated consistently over years. That's what wealth really is. Not one massive breakthrough, but thousands of small decisions pointing in the same direction. Every purchase is a vote. Every investment is a vote. Every habit is a vote. You're voting for the person you'll become. Here's the beautiful part. You don't have to change everything today. You only need to change one decision. Because one decision becomes one habit becomes a new identity, and a new identity creates a completely different future. The person who becomes financially free isn't someone who suddenly becomes perfect. They're simply someone who keeps choosing tomorrow over today, again, and again, and again. So before you leave, ask yourself one question. What's the next financial decision your future self would thank you for? Maybe it's opening an investment account. Maybe it's paying off high-interest debt. Maybe it's learning a new skill. Maybe it's saying no to a purchase you don't truly need. Whatever it is, make that decision today. Not next Monday. Not next month. Not next year. Today. Because your future isn't built by what you hope for. It's built by what you choose. If this video changed the way you think about money, subscribe. Because every week, we break down the psychology, habits, and financial decisions that separate the wealthy from everyone else. And remember, the life you want isn't waiting for more money, it's waiting for your next decision.